Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Shani Cole, and welcome back to Cole Hustle. Hey Co-Hustlers. Alright y'all, so today's video is going to be about Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. Now, I originally came to make this video because we've been seeing all the publicity around them, like they've been having a lot of fun. But as of the weekend, I'm noticing that people are speculating that they're not talking anymore, because Cardi has removed pictures of Stefon from her Instagram and different social medias. So we're just going to get into it, y'all, and see what the energy is. So let's get into it. Spirit, give me the energy around Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. Give me the current energy around Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. I don't think they're talking anymore like that. Here's the thing, though. They were never in a relationship. So I don't want people to mix it up and think that they were in a relationship. They were never in a relationship. This gave, like, a situationship. We friends with benefits. Like, the pop-out was, of course, for Offset's purposes. But they were never in a relationship. But it seems like they have separated. I've noticed with the lover cards in reverse. And a lot of it has to do with, I think Stefon got a little attitude problem, y'all. I think he might have a little bit of an attitude problem. It's because it's giving one thing, and then Cardi feels like you're not giving me the momentum. Like you're not making me feel like this is something that you want to pursue beyond what we're doing. So if I had to guess who walked away from who, I feel like Cardi stepped away from him, and it's because I want to avoid myself from getting hurt. So let me just step back and let you do what you do. Let me step back for a minute, because I'm not trying to get my feelings involved to the point to where I get hurt again, because I just went through some shit with my husband. I'm not trying to be out here getting my feelings hurt by somebody I'm not even in a relationship with. That's the energy. But he gives the energy that he don't really know what he wants. He doesn't really know what he's looking for. He's not really looking for anything in particular. And neither is Cardi. But I feel like she just doesn't want to lead herself into a position to be hurt again. So she would rather leave it alone while they're ahead. I feel like if Stefon wanted to be serious with Cardi, she would pursue it. But because he doesn't know what he wants to do, she's not finna go off of, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's the energy. She's trying to avoid a disaster from happening. I do feel like they may have exchanged words. Something happened. But I'm seeing two cards of family here. Two cards of family. And I want to know what that is all about. Since there were speculations of Cardi being pregnant, we're going to ask that question. Is Cardi B pregnant? Give me the energy around that, Spirit. Is Cardi B pregnant? The baby card is here and here. I don't feel like she's pregnant. It's a negative. It's in the reverse. So I don't think she's pregnant, but there is a possibility that if she continues to mess with him, she will get pregnant. How does Stefon feel about Cardi B? He think Cardi got her options open. She not really trying to be checking for him like that. She feel like Cardi he feel like Cardi got her options open. You know, she can cut you off real quick. It's almost like he's upset. He feels a little hurt. there's a little anxiety here. He was very hopeful of something working out between him and Cardi, but it seems as if maybe she's not. This is why you have to be careful with married people, okay? And that's not to say they should go back to Offset. But what it's saying is, just because, you know, she's out publicly with you and all this stuff, doesn't necessarily mean that you're here to stay. I feel like he could be a little bit manipulative as well. It's like they know what to do to get their way. They know exactly what to do to get their way. So he sees himself being with Cardi, but he also feels like Cardi has her options open. So let's ask, how does Cardi B feel about Stefon? She feel like he come with too much baggage. She feel like he come with a lot of baggage. But she really likes him. She thinks he's charming. She thinks he's a gentleman. But she sees him maybe long term as always being a good friend of hers. She could see herself building with him. Like, she honestly could see herself building with this man. I just believe she doesn't know what his motive is. So she's a little protective of her energy. But she can see herself building a legacy with this man. He does come with a lot, but so does she. She was happy that he didn't care about her baggage that she came with the kids and all of this stuff and everything going on with Offset. He accepted her and took her in for an opportunity. But she also feels like he could be a bit of an opportunist. She feels like he could be a bit of an opportunist as well, because she was going through a lot. She feels like maybe he came in and, you know, just wanted to step in because she was going through some shit and they trauma bonded. So it gives Cardi just trying to peep the energy with him, because it seems like you just came in to do damage control and then go on about your business. But she likes him. She thinks he's very charming. He's very attractive. But there's something about that charm that she feels like it's for him to get whatever he wants. That's the energy between those two. So I'm going to use my In My Feelings cards and just pull energy around the two. Again, how does Stefon Diggs feel about Cardi B? Here's the thing. I feel like, this is what I feel. He feels a way about something she's doing. She's not, it's the feeling of forgotten. I feel forgotten. Then you gotta hide my pain very well. Can't show you my real feelings. It's almost as if he doesn't really express how he feels. And maybe it's because they're not in a relationship. I feel like he wants to commit to her, but the way that he expresses his feelings is like non-existent. So it's like, I can understand with Cardi being a Libra like me, we need to know how you feel about us. We need to know that I like you. I want to pursue you. Will you be my girlfriend? Like, there has to be something there. And it's almost as if he's feeling forgotten because she ain't paying no attention no more, because you're not expressing to me how you feel. How does Stefon feel about Cardi B? So apparently whatever she's giving off, that's what he's giving off. How does Cardi B feel about Stefon Diggs? How does Cardi B feel about Stefon? She's detaching herself, y'all. It's almost like it was fun while it lasted. But why is she detaching? Or either she feels like he's detaching himself. And it's because she feels like he has nothing to offer her. Again, he comes up as someone that's a little bit selfish. Like, he doesn't match her. He gives, he expresses himself, but when it comes to communication, it's very difficult for him to get through, for her to get through to him, because he has a hard time expressing how he genuinely feels. He can show you with flowers and all this type of stuff, but when we actually need to talk, it's hard for him to talk, which makes no sense. So Cardi is detaching a little bit because she's like, bro, I need you to speak up. It's giving you ain't got nothing to offer me. It's giving you ain't got nothing to offer me. And she may be slowly losing interest. So that's all I got on Cardi and that's all I got on Cardi and Stefon, y'all. It just seems like he's not good with communication. And at the same time, this is also a woman who's I think she's still married. So it's like, this was never an actual relationship. This was a situationship. Like, we kicking it with each other. We vibing. We date. But it was never given a relationship. So now it's like, I feel like they both want a relationship, but both of them are having a hard time communicating with one another, because you got one person who doesn't like to communicate and the other person who's communicating, and it makes him feel like you talking too much. Like, what, you know what I'm saying? What we doing? Like, why you gotta do all that? You doing too much. If somebody ain't doing enough and then somebody doing too much because you not doing enough. That's the energy, y'all. So I hope they gave y'all some clarity about them. That's all I got, y'all. I hope that y'all enjoyed this reading. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to y'all in the next video.